Abilene LDTV, and I'm back hosting Flawda Swampcast. Vibe with me for a little bit, family. Let's go.
By the time you probably heard this, I was on another first bitch that was in the back with curtains, breaking hoes off, but never doze off of my post. Never disrespect your hoes. I'm about to hand the Fiji. Cup friends called as Ebenezer. My mama probably should have named her Caesar. Cleaner than the Baptist preacher that used to pimp. Gave the shoe, don't make the man, so prim. So keep on with that, like I won't whip back around the neck, like the chillin' scene. Don't worry about this and serve about this, if you know what I mean. Shine on. Yo, we shining on. Yo, we shining on. No, they know it. We shining on. Ain't nobody tripping cause the money already made. So really, I've been observing. A lot of these niggas look nervous. Come on in, don't be ashamed. Don't steal some game from my sermon. Cause elevation to celebration, I preach that there. And that bullshit that been serving y'all, I don't eat that there. Keep that plate. I got my own. Don't tell my patient. Since I'm grown, it ain't much you can tell me. Grenade ain't already told me. This shit wasn't wrong. Yeah, we that strong. So fuck your umbrella rain and well and all that shade. If God ain't want me to shine, he never would have let me tap on blaze. So shine on. Yo, we shining on. Yo, we shining on. No, they know it. We shining on. Ain't nobody tripping cause the money already made.
They say man make money, money don't make the man. But it's a little bit of both, cause it'll take some change for you to make some change. That ain't just some shit I wrote, man, that's natural fact and not evolution. But my game's still evolving. And I'ma keep on rolling like 24s and this world just keep evolving. Good at problem solving, cause I'm good at starting shit in the first place. And it feels so good to be where I'm at, man, cause where I was the worst place. The time changed, so I keep hustling. More trying to make my time cease, but I'm laid back with my timepiece. Shining on with my timepiece, and it's on.
We shining on. We shining on. No, they know it. We shining on. Ain't nobody tripping cause the money already made. Easy, come on one more time. I need to do it like you do it. One more time for all my folks. Oh, we shining on. We shining on. No, they know
what happened when you let Opulent host.
Hey,
Man, oh man.
Duval County, Dade County. I had to set the stage for 2024. That's Big Chris Shine On. We painting the pictures today. We painting the vibes for 2024. So, hey, I'm expecting great blessings for myself, and I'm expecting great blessings for my big bro Kano. In 2024, we're gonna shine on. So, what's good, Kano? How you doing, brother?
Man, all I got to say in 2024, he gonna start my year off with a strike and shit, you know. But it's all good.
Hey.
I'm like, damn. See what happened when you let a brother man host? Goddamn.
You know what? I was gonna slide through with some from the Midwest, but I was like, you know what? Let me come through with something with just a message. You know what I'm saying? This is the start of the new year.
You could have put some Lil Wayne on.
Man, come on, dog. I don't want to do drugs.
Do that.
I don't want to do drugs, bro.
Man. Hey man, I don't know, man. Like I've been off grid for about the last week and a half and shit. I mean, I did do the show with you last week, but other than that, I've been pretty non-existent on YouTube, man. I might make an appearance here and there, but you know, I just been getting my mind right, man, and freeing my mind from a lot of the heavy traffic that's going on in the YouTube streets and shit like that. And sometimes you need to do that, man. And I gotta find that fire, you know, get back on here a little bit more often than not, because I know that I owe the people that have subscribed to me, man. They're expecting certain topics to be discussed, and you know, sometimes I don't hold my end up the bargain and shit, but it's not done on purpose. It's just, you know, my brain is so occupied and cluttered, and the streets are so crowded that, you know, sometimes I just gotta breathe, man. I just gotta breathe, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. I'm gonna let Opera and LD read and salute the people in the chat, man. Let him do that.
Let me head to the top of this thing. My bro, Stephen L. the Mac, with his new name, blocking you whole ass ninjas. Blessings, family. How you doing? Icon Canadian. How you doing? Blessings, brother. That's my homeboy Thomas. How you doing? Bronx Finest. How you doing? Blessings, family. Jose Diaz. Blessings, family. Always coming through. Show love. Frontline. Man, me and Frontline be clowning. What's going on, brother? Blessings. Picasso said, somebody said paint. Blessings, family. How you doing? And my homeboy Just Do. Blessings, family. How you doing? Hope everybody's new year.
TD Sports Talk. Salute to him too, man. You know, he is the proud owner, man, of, you know, Josue Vargas. Just so y'all know, you know.
You said a what?
Proud owner. You know, they got to claim Josue Vargas over there in the Bronx. You know. Just saying, man. He know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's their claim right there, man. You know, I can't claim them. You know what I'm saying? We can't claim them on this side. I'm just saying, bro.
That's I was like, hold on. I know he's clowning. I know.
Hey, man, I told y'all the story. I ran up on him one time, man, at an event, man. This is well, I did say it. I did tell y'all about that shit, man. But, man, you know, I don't know, man. You know, I'm just like one of them people that I don't take bullshit. I don't care if they're a pro fighter or not. And you know what makes me laugh about people, man? They can't say that about me, but you know, they'll try to say it like, oh, I bet you won't say that to that boxer's face. I bet you won't say that to this boxer or that boxer. And I have, Opulent. I have done it.
With ease, you know, right?
With ease. And I'm like, bro, you do realize that yes, they're professional boxers. I get it. But these are the streets, and ain't no fair ones out here, bro. Ain't no fair ones out here. Ain't no referee. Ain't no rules.
Nowhere to be found.
Anything goes, bro. I'ma take I like my odds with anything goes over just boxing in the motherfucking ring. You know? So I have done it anyway. The point is I've done it already.
Okay.
That's not a big deal.
So back to what you were saying earlier. What kind of things do you do when you take your breaks from boxing?
Man, I'm going to tell y'all, man, and y'all going to find this probably really odd, but I play golf online, bro.
Where?
Golf. I golf online. World Golf Tour, WGT. I just get on there. And I got some old friends and shit that I've known for 25, 30 years. They play the game. Golf Tour, WGT. I just get on there.
Damn, my bad.
Shit. You know? Yeah. And we'll get on Skype and shit, and we'll talk while we're playing the game, man, and just, you know, have a good time and shit. And relax, man, and just get away from the world. You know what I mean? I see you just do. Well, salute to you, bro. So, yeah.
You said it's you and a couple of homies, or?
Yeah. Well, all of us are, you know, on the older side and shit. We do that, you know. we get on there and we talk a little shit, and we, I usually win the game. By the way, I'm the motherfucking man over there. But
So that's why you like playing, huh? There's no. It was an easy comp.
listen, man, hey, we all started at the same time. It ain't my fault that I'm a beast, animal, and a monster on there. You know what I'm saying? It ain't my fault that I got skills like that. I'm naturally gifted like that. You feel me?
Okay, so you out there call him Connor Woods, huh?
I mean, yeah, man. I mean, I think Woods can't even mess with me on there. Bro.
Damn. He said not even Tiger can fuck with him. What's up, ATX Blessings family?
Hopefully everybody's doing great though, man. So if y'all haven't seen me in a long time, that's why, man. I just been like off grid, man, and I'm looking over here on Boxing Scene while we're live during the live outlet, man, and I see that Teofimo Lopez and Jermaine Ortiz is going to be in a double header with Keyshawn Davis versus Jose Pedraza set for February 8th, man. I find that matchup very interesting. The Teofimo Lopez and Jermaine Ortiz, man. Do you know much about Jermaine Ortiz? And
Yeah,
right,
I think T.O. still may get him. This is the thing, like T.O., he turned into a diva when he won those belts, but he can actually scrap. He can really scrap. But Jermaine ain't no slouch either. That's definitely something I'm excited and looking forward to. Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see that one. I'm glad T.O. signed up.
Hey, front line, they can smash mine too. We dual casted today. We dual simulcasted today. So make sure y'all visit both pages, smash it. You know what I'm saying? Show love to the both pages and shit like that. Shelton, LDBT. Mr. Shelton, you should have texted me, man. You know what I'm talking about. You should have texted me, man.
Shelton, bless.
Person to know. And I ain't gonna go into specifics. How am I the last person to know? Yeah, Mr. Shelton, you owe me a text message, god damn it. God damn, see how they do? See how Mississippi motherfuckers be doing? Withholding information on me like that?
Hey, he busy playing in mud puddles.
Man, I thought we was better than that, Kuzo. The SIP's supposed to keep connections over here, man.
Blessings, family, Shelton.
People, Mr. Shelton is just giving me a heads up, letting me know, you know what I'm saying? Making me aware, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm asking for. Can a brother be aware? That's all. It's all good though. It's all good. I do like Teofimo Lopez in this fight as well. I am very high on Jermaine Ortiz, man. The thing with Jermaine Ortiz is on any given night, he can actually pull it off. You know, he's the problem with him. And this is the thing, man. I think he's gonna look good in the first half of the fight. Right? But the problem I always see with him is them later rounds. He seems to get tired, bro. He seems to get tired, and I'm like, damn, you know, if he can keep that gas tank. That's like when he fought Lomachenko. I felt he edged the fight out, but he left it in the judge's hand by dying out at the later rounds. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think we're going to get some of that with this one. The only difference is that if he gets tired with Teofimo Lopez in them later rounds, he might get knocked out, obviously.
Ooh. So T.O. made that may be his game plan, just drag him into the later rounds and drown him.
Yeah, I've seen Jermaine Ortiz fight in person before. I've seen him get dropped. I've seen him get dropped, and it was a matter of fact, Joseph Adorno dropped him when they fought. They fought to a draw, and I think Teofimo Lopez hits harder than Adorno. So, and Jermaine came out of there pretty bloodied and beat up, and I felt that he still won the fight. They called it a draw. I was there. I was ringside.
Yeah.
But, you know, they weren't going to give him that decision. They had to call it a draw, man. And, you know, Joseph Adorno home and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get it. I understand it. I understand the politics and all that. But Just seeing him get dropped as easily as he did against Joseph makes me understand that yes, he can box with Teofimo Lopez, but once he gets tired and gets to them later rounds, he's gonna be wide open, man, for them shots that Teo likes to land. And he just hits too hard, bro. I don't see him making it out of that fight without getting knocked out or stopped.
Mhm.
You know?
Well, we definitely gonna see. We definitely gonna see. So, like I said, I'm excited for it. It will be a nice win. Definitely a nice win for Tio. Even though I really don't fuck with him.
I
But
don't either, man, but I gotta call it what it is.
yeah, exactly. I mean, shit, we were both honest about it, but hey,
TD who asked me, man, do I think fighting at 140 helps Ortiz? I do. And I do one better, TD. I got an old interview I did with Jermaine Ortiz on my channel, right? And that was the night before a fight. And if you see how weak and how low energy he had in that interview, because he was so drained and sucked dry, he didn't even have energy to talk, man. I cut the interview short.
damn.
I usually do longer interviews, man, but I felt his vibe and his how dry he was and
Yeah.
dehydrated. I'm like, man, I'm gonna leave. I think we ended up doing like 8.5 or 9 minutes or something like that.
Man, that's short. Damn.
Yeah, I had to let him go, bro. Because if I'd have kept him on there longer, I think he was gonna pass out. So maybe I didn't think about that, TD. So I'm glad you mentioned that. Maybe that's why he was always getting tired. Maybe at 140 he won't get tired, but I gotta see it first, Oppolite, because once you show me that and you keep repeatedly showing me that, I gotta see otherwise to believe it.
Right.
So while that may be something that was messing him up, and it may be the fix to it, I'm not gonna bet my money on it.
I feel you. Blessings, K-Rod. What up?
I don't remember when I did that little interview, man, but it's on my channel. I think you were
9-minute interview.
I tell you what, if you go to my channel and go to my playlist, there should be live interviews, and this should be in that folder and shit, in that playlist and shit, and just look for Jermaine Ortiz on there. You'll see it. I mean, that motherfucker was drained, bro, and I was just like, wow, man, that's crazy. What's going on, K-Rod? What about the other fight, Keyshawn Davis and Jose Pedraza? It's on the same card.
I'm gonna ride with Keyshawn. I know a lot of people don't like him being so boastful and everything, but I like the young cat. He believes in himself, and he's just calling. Of course, he's calling people out. He's just trying to build his name, so I respect it. It's business at the end of the day. So I'm riding with Keyshawn in that fight to win it. I think it'll be a UD. I'm going for a UD.
Let me answer front lines since we got time. So let me answer front line right now. He says, speaking of the 140 division, you think Hitchings will activate as Mando for Matias?
No.
So that question is no. 1,000% no. And this is the reason that Richardson Hitchings is giving. He doesn't want to fight for the IBF at all unless there's a unification. The reason he doesn't want to fight for just the IBF, now this is him saying this. It could be another reason, Opulent. But this is just what came out of his own mouth, that he doesn't want that rehydration clause that the IBF has, because the IBF, you can't rehydrate more than 10 pounds after the weigh-in. And he said he doesn't want to do that.
I get that too. I ain't mad at him.
That's his reason. And now when you get, unification fights, now you can rehydrate properly because it's just not the IBF. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now how much of that is the real reason or not? That's up to you all to, come up with your own conclusion on that. I'm just telling you what he said and letting y'all run with it and chop it up however y'all feel that it is, whether it's true or not. I can't tell you he did say that though.
Right.
1,000% tell you he said that. And he said it actually on multiple occasions and actually on different platforms. He's mentioned it. You know, the reason, you know, that IBF rehydration. That's why a lot of people stay away from the IBF, you know, but hey, man, it's one of the titles, bro. It's one of the titles. So in simplistic terms, he's ducking. I mean, I didn't say it, front line.
You can look at it either way.
But I'm just telling you what he said, and if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I'm staying off of that because I don't know. I truly don't know. It could be true that he just doesn't want to rehydrate. You know, he wants to rehydrate more. I don't know. Now, Keyshawn Davis against Jose Pedraza, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't mess with Keyshawn either, but he is a good fighter. Contrary to what people want to say, I know they like to shit on him and all that, but I think this is actually a good fight against Jose Pedraza. Is Jose Pedraza on the older side and on the downhill, on the gatekeeper, all that? Yes, he is. But you got to understand that Keyshawn Davis doesn't have that many fights as it is. So for him to step in with a Jose Pedraza in this time in his career, I think it's a good choice. And it's a good little test for him. It's a good step up for him. And those are the kind of fights that like if I was managing him, I would throw him in to further develop him before I throw him in there with the Lions. I don't have a problem with it. I know some people do, but I personally don't. I am picking Keyshawn Davis though in this fight, and I don't see nothing wrong with the fight. I don't.
What do you got at a split UD? How you got it?
Nah, I think he's gonna stop Pedraza late.
Oh, okay, late stoppage. Okay.
Yeah, I just think Pedraza, man, like, man, I got love for him too, man. So it kind of hurts me to say shit like that when I got love for a fighter, but we gotta call it like it is, right? Opulent, man, he's almost at the bottom of that downhill already, bro.
Yeah. So this is,
he's almost at the bottom of that downhill, man. This is just like the last, I guess what we would call the last hoorah. You know, I don't believe he's got anything in his arsenal to be able to deal with Keyshawn Davis at all, man. Mr. Finesse in the building, bro.
What up, family? Mr. Finesse. So are you feeling like this is going to be a retirement fight for him?
I think so. Okay. I think so, man. And if so, I wish Jose Pedraza had nothing but the best, man, in his future, man. You know, whatever he does decide to do outside of boxing and all that, man. I need people to understand that even though you're picking against a fighter doesn't mean you don't have love for him. I got love for him, but it's just, you know, somebody has to be the one to tell him, hey, enough is enough. You did a lot in the sport. You accomplished a lot. You fought a lot of big names, you know. Jose Pedraza, Mr. Finesse. So, hey, man, somebody's got to tell him, hey, man, this is it. This is the last one, man. You know, the only way he will fight again, I would let him fight again, is if he somehow pulled off the upset.
Yeah.
You know, then you got another payday in the bank and shit, so you might as well cash it out.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, you might as well
the draw, yeah.
Yeah. And let me say something else, man. Since we're freestyling anyway, man, I put a post on Facebook, man, and I know a lot of people probably took it, you know, it rubbed them the wrong way, maybe, or something like that, man. But I have to be sincere, man. I said that my focus this year, as far as managing, is going to be solely, strictly on LaShawn Cornick, my female fighter that I plan to debut sometime this year. The reason that I am choosing to do that, it's not a knock on nobody. I've dealt with a lot of boxers, but there's been a lot of friction for decisions that weren't even my decision. Do you understand where I'm going with this?
Yes, I hear you loud and clear.
And I need people to understand that when a manager manages a boxer, they put options on the table for said boxers. It is not up to me to say yes or no to a fight. It is up to the boxer that I'm managing to say, yeah, I accept that, or no, I don't want this. Find me something else. All I can do is put names on the table and negotiate the money for them. Correct?
Exactly. You can't make them accept.
So what I'm trying to get at is anything that happens in the ring with any fighter that I deal with, I do not need to be getting blamed for it. It's not on me. It is not on me. It's not on me. I put them in a situation where sometimes I will say this, Opolis. Sometimes I will say, hey, you sure about this, bro? This motherfucker's this, that, and that, and that.
Mm-hmm.
You sure you're ready for this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I try to exhaust every last option before I let them go ahead and go through with a fight. So once the fight is already signed, it's out of my hands.
Mm-hmm.
I do not train them. I'm not the one working in the gym with them. All I can do is put them in a situation where they can succeed. And let me be clear, a lot of the times, these said boxers, I don't want to put names on there because I don't want to single anybody out. They could very well easily have won those fights.
Mm.
They were not fights where they didn't have a chance. But again, like I said, I don't make the final decision. You know, and I just got to the point where I know what I got with LaShawn Cornick.
Okay.
I know the trust me and her have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that I owe it to her to dedicate the rest of my management career, getting her up there where she needs to be. Now, that doesn't mean that the brothers I've dealt with before cannot reach out to me. Yes, they can reach out to me. Yes, I will reach out to them if there is something available. If there is something available and they are interested in it, I will definitely negotiate for them and get them in the situation to get the fights. So that's where I think the misunderstanding is, you know. Yes, my focus is on LaShawn, but that don't mean I can't do a little dibble dabble down over here. I'm not gonna leave anybody stranded. I am gonna help them, pull them up, give them options. If they reach out and say, hey, I need some options, I'm like, okay, let me get you some options, you know. And you know, like I said, after that is up to the boxer and the trainer to get ready for that matchup. That's out of my hands completely.
So my question is, what kind of comments were you getting? Were people thinking you were going to just abandon them?
Now I was just getting comments like, you know, I got a lot of flack. I'm gonna go ahead and say this last one, but it's happened with other boxers, okay? But I'm just gonna give you one example. Ack, okay?
Yeah.
Ack was okay with everything. Just first of all, Ack was okay with everything, man. You know, he's like, hey, man, you gave me the opportunity, man. You know, that was in my hands to do what I had to do. It didn't happen that way. It didn't work out. You know, it is what it is, you know. Mm-hmm. And that's what it is, you know. So there was never no hard feelings between me and Ack. And if Ack wants another fight, I will line him up another fight. But the way that night went, I had people coming at me like, oh, man, you know, why'd you let Conor get you that fight? You know, we could have got you something better. He set you up, and you know, all kind of crazy dumb shit, bro. Mm-hmm. You know, like I was like responsible for him taking a loss.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, Mr. Finesse. He can get you the fights, but he can't control the results. So that's real as shit. That's real as shit.
And I'm like, damn, you know, Ack understood what was at stake. Ack knew, you know, he agreed to everything. You know what I'm saying? He gave it the green light. And even after the fight, we were cool as hell about everything. We were cool. Me and him are cool.
Mhm.
But the people around were not cool. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know? And then my question is to the ones that were saying it, oh man, you know, you could have got us something better. You could have did this. You could have did that. Well, if y'all could do the job better than me, why didn't y'all do it? Why didn't y'all find him a fight? Why didn't y'all reach out to me and say, hey, you know, what about this guy, that guy? Why didn't y'all participate in trying to put more names on the table for Act Reacher or for any one of these other boxers that I manage? Would it not make sense to reach out to me and say, hey, Kano, hold up before you negotiate that? These are more options over here. How hard would that have been to do?
You know how it is, though. It's easier to talk from the sidelines.
You know? But that's the thing
Always
about
easy.
it. I know damn well they couldn't have got him nothing. I know that for a fact. You know how many people I know in the boxing world, bro? I'm like, bro, you know, I say that just to, you know, kind of like brush them off that way. But, you know, no, you're right. They can't tell me how to do it, Mr. Finesse. You're right. They can't.
Blessing OG Flawless. I see you.
But it doesn't take away the bad taste that it leaves in my mouth that the way these people spoke about me.
Mhm.
Okay. And not only did they speak about me, they didn't have the audacity to talk to me directly. It was behind my back. Like the shit wasn't gonna get back to me.
See, that's the lame shit right there. At least if you got something to say it to the person's. Go address the person. Go address the man. If you're a man, you're gonna address the man, right? Hey.
This the thing, Opulent. If they would have reached out to me before running their mouths, a lot of the shit could have been avoided. Because I could have thoroughly explained everything to them, and it wouldn't have went no further than that. But when you don't talk directly to the source, this is what you get. And I'm not going to mention their names, but if anybody knows me, like my older brother who's in the chat, E. Ortiz, bro, once I lose respect for you, it ain't never coming back. I'm a motherfucking, I'm cold-hearted, cold-blooded when it comes to shit like that. You break my trust, you break anything with me, you go off code on anything with me, it's motherfucking over for life. There ain't no, I'm sorry, man, we could have done. Nah, motherfucker. That sorry is gone. I don't want to hear that bullshit. I don't want to hear that bullshit. And I don't care if people don't like it or not. That's how I grew up. That's how I grew up. That's like if you a snitch, you'll always be a snitch to me. I don't want no parts to do with you. You know what I'm saying? You break my trust and you broke my trust for life. You lied to me, then you lied to me every time. You know what I'm saying? You bumped into me. Yeah. I gotta check that. You know, it's permanent. There's no band-aid for that shit. There ain't no band-aid wagon you can call, no ambulance, no 911, none of that shit. When it's over, it's a motherfucking over. Because if you did it once, you'll fucking do it again. If you did it once, you'll do it again. How many motherfucking marriages you see where motherfuckers are cheating on them? Oh, man, he only did it this one time, man. He won't never do it again. You know goddamn well that man gonna go back out there and cheat, right? He doing it again, right?
My thing is like, what does an easy discussion harm? Like, where's the harm in an easy discussion with somebody who you may claim as your brother, right? Like an easy discussion about some concerns that you had about a fight. That's easy to have, right? Like I
It's
said,
very easy, man.
a lot of cats don't have nuts like they claim they do.
I'm very accessible. I'm actually, this is the thing with me, Opulent. If they really understood me, I'm actually very courteous if you reach out to me, man, because I want to have a peaceful atmosphere while we're discussing the issue at hand.
Right.
It's when you don't come to me and go running behind me and starting a bunch of shit outside, then it's over.
Mhm.
It's over. And you better hope I never bump into you again. A lot of people say, oh,
Okay,
man,
now.
you need to grow up. You need to leave the old ways. Nah, motherfucker. If I bump into a motherfucker that did something like that to me, man, it's on sight. I'm 53 years old, and I don't give a fuck. It's on sight back then, it's on sight today, and it's on sight tomorrow. You gonna respect the fuck out of me one way or another. But you definitely ain't gonna fuck with me that way. Period. That's the law that I live by. Whether folks like it or not, whether they think I'm being child, I don't give a fuck what y'all think of it at all. I stand on business.
Yeah, stand on it. Shit. Blessings 903. I see you. Big bro E. Ortiz. What's up? But
bro, let me tell you something, bro. Man, that's like, man. Look. If you let a bully you, what they gonna do? They're gonna keep bullying you, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you go ahead and fire back, man, and break that motherfucker's nose, that shit gonna end, ain't it?
Over. It's done. Done.
Well, see, I don't let that shit start. I end it before it starts. I nip it in the butt right away. We ain't playing like that. You're not playing with me. Who? Nah. That's just what it is, man. And if I gotta give you some free body piercings, then that's what it is.
Oh shit. Free body piercing. Damn.
That might have went over their head. It
didn't
go. That might have went over their head. It didn't go over your monopoly.
Nah, not at all. Not at all, sir.
But anyways, what were we talking about, man? Where I am, man?
Oh man. Kind of wild.
Man, I'm just keeping up, man. I look, man.
Yeah, I respect it. Hey.
They say, man, if you warn somebody about a war, man, nobody will die. You know what I'm saying? If you warn somebody ahead of time, nobody dies. So I'm trying to warn everybody ahead of time so nobody has to motherfucking die. Mm-hmm. That's all. That's all.
Oh, man.
Proceed with caution.
Interesting. Fucking with Condo, man.
I'm just man. What do you want me to be, man? I can't be nobody else but myself, bro. I can't be nobody but myself, and I know there's like half of the people where they'll tell you that you need to grow up, you need to leave your old ways, and you need to be like this, man. Since when has being nice ever got your shit? Huh? Since when? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's why I always say, man, I'm not the nice guy. I'm just super respectful. I always, like I said, I always just get my respect, but yeah.
Man, if you
not the nice guy.
Okay, all right. Let me give y'all a prime example, man. Fuck the shit, because y'all don't be understanding me, bro. Y'all don't be understanding it, and y'all don't understand, and you think it's childish. It ain't childish, goddammit. Let me break it down a little bit more, to its lowest common denominator. Let's say you're raising your child. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, no. Can you please stop? That child is going to keep doing it. Man, mama and daddy, all they going to do is talk nice like that. They ain't even going to whoop our ass or nothing. Every time we do it, oh, no. Don't do that again. Can you please stop?
Yeah,
right?
That ain't it. Yeah, that ain't it.
So when do them kids start motherfucking getting right? When you put that act right on their ass, right? That's when it starts ending all that shit, right?
Or you just gotta put that bass in your voice and
man, fuck a bass.
Hey, give him that look. Shit. Bro. What's that Samuel L. Jackson look?
Now I'll tell you, I got 3 kids, and now one of them crossed me, man. My son swung at me one time, and I knocked him cold the fuck out. That man ain't never swung at me ever in his life again.
There he was dreaming about. He was dreaming about swinging. And he did it. Damn.
My point is, when you fucking deal with it roughly and nasty, you ain't got to worry about that shit no more. I ain't got time to be dealing with this shit for months and months and months and months. Nah, motherfucker, we gonna get this out the way right now. So for the people that say that's childish and you need to leave the old ways behind, think about what I just said and see if I ain't making no motherfucking sense. I left you speechless, Opulent. Come on now, goddamn. You hosting?
Oh, I thought you was about to throw some more shit in there.
No. I can't throw too much, man. I can't throw too much on them, man. I can't throw too much on them, bro.
It's 2024. I done came in with us shining and shit and kind of talking about fucking somebody else. Oh man. I gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Look, man, flawless mentality's in here. Now that's a very educated brother that spits a lot of knowledge, right? Even he's co-signing what I'm saying because he understands exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. He understands, bro. You don't deal with violence with peace. You deal violence with violence.
Fucking shit.
Anyway.
Yeah, you're right though. You're right. I mean, yeah, you can't nice your way through adversity like that. You gotta handle it accordingly. So that's why I always say, man, I mean, I know y'all see me super respectful, but I am the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm everything, you know. I like to say that I'm a whole man, you know what I'm saying? But you know, a lot of y'all just always see my respectful side because I don't have no need to get on here and you know, hey, I just love being respectful. I love, you know, being respectful and being underestimated. That's, you know, those are my favorite powers. So, but yeah, let me smile, man. I love smiling. But let me turn
that damn fake ass smile of
yours.
Yeah. Fake ass smile. Shit.
Hold on, let me turn on. I'm gonna turn on my camera, man. We ain't shy in this motherfucker. Let me turn on my camera. You see the hat right? Hold on, let me see. Okay.
All right.
You see the hat right there, though. You see.
I won't turn my camera on today, but
all
you know,
right.
hey, you know what I'm saying?
All right, we strap season, right? You see the strap season hat. Kano, what do you think about Errol Spence Jr. being back on the social medias?
I mean, eventually he was gonna come back to social media anyway. So, I mean, I haven't read what he said, but I'm pretty sure, man, because he's always pretty.
Is that you?
He's pretty. Yeah, and I'm getting all these notifications and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I be getting, man, this motherfucker. They be inboxing me for fights and shit too on DM me and shit on IG. Like, bro, can I? You know what I'm saying? Do I even know you? You know what I'm saying? Like, do I even know you? Like, listen, man, Earl Spence, every time he tweets, has always been tweets that made sense, tweets that were to the point. It wasn't no capping, it wasn't no talking shit, it wasn't no funny shit or nothing like that. So if anybody can tweet, it is Earl Spence Jr., man. He's not on this dumb shit back and forth with people or talking reckless or anything stupid like that. So I think it's a good thing, man, because he's letting the people know, hey, man, I'm still around. I'm working. You know, I'm looking to get that damn run back and shit, you know, whatever it is he said. But he's letting people know, hey, I'm around, man. I'm back, man. I'm back. I'll be back soon, you know. What did he say anyway?
That's exactly what he said. It was on IG. All he said, I'm back. He's definitely been on a hiatus. Haven't seen him post anything in a while. I know for me, I usually see him post a lot of funny shit on actually on IG. Like I said, you know, man, I don't really fuck with Twitter like that. Like I got Twitter, but Twitter is a weird space, and it's cool, but I ain't really feeling it. But Yeah, it was on IG though. He just said I'm back.
Twitter is a funny place, man. I seen somebody block the queens of the ring just because they called tamales tamales.
Word?
I swear to God, bro.
That's-
I'm like, you can't possibly be that fucking sensitive. You can't possibly be that damn sensitive, man. There's no way, man. I get it, man. You know what I mean? Like, I understood where the individual was coming from because the individual is Mexican and the individual felt disrespected that instead of calling them tapales, they called them tamales. But they weren't saying it from a bad space, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You like if you watch the show, they weren't really saying it from a bad space, man, and they actually were giving. See, that's the thing, man. They only see a small clip and they don't listen to the rest. They
Mhm.
was actually giving him his praise, man, for going in there and giving it new way, all kind of hell, made it tough on them and all that shit, man. So that's the part that they missed, and I'm like, damn, you're blocking somebody that wasn't even shitting on that fighter.
Mhm.
They weren't even shitting on tamales or whatever, man. I even called him tamales at one time. I guess I'll get blocked next.
Hey,
You know,
Thomas, you right. He did say I'm back like me. He did. That's all he said was I'm back. The front line talking about be careful on sus co-signing. Oh, he talking about that video.
yes. Now Jose Diaz was I man, look, and I know the individual, man, so that's why I don't want to say the individual's name because I actually, got a lot of respect for that individual. But I think in this situation, man, the individual jumped the gun, man.
Mm.
Jumped the gun, man, and hopefully that individual rethink that and make it right because I do got respect. That's why I'm not gonna shit on the individual to say the name or anything like that. Uh the individual does a lot of great work. The
Mhm.
individual works with amateur boxers, has a show themselves, and they do a lot of great work, man. And like I said, I respect them, but I think in this one they dropped the ball, Opulent.
You know what I think, man? People need to tuck their hearts in their chest, man. You got your hearts hanging outside your chest. Stop being so sensitive and triggered all the time. Like tuck in that tampon. Man, I tell you, man, I just be laughing so hard at motherfuckers, man. That's what I do. I got to get my laugh by any means. So if I see some funny shit, I'm laughing.
This is
I be
my
like,
thing, Opulent, man. If I see something, man, and if I only see a clip of it,
mm,
I can't jump to a conclusion until I hear the whole context.
right, 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 right.
You
But
know,
go ahead.
and that's where I think that I'm gonna call that individual my friend because I consider the individual a friend. That's where I think my friend dropped the ball at that they didn't do their entire homework and listen to the whole entire clip of what they were talking about when they were talking about that specific fight, man. And
Yeah.
like I said, they were giving Tapales a lot of credit, man. They weren't
Mm,
shitting on him. So
okay.
that's
L-
that's
Let me say this, man. I grew up clowning. We grew up uh, joking on each other. There's been days when I've cried walking home from the bus stop. You feel me? But as a man right now, my skin is Teflon strong. Ain't shit a motherfucker can say to me that's gonna get me outside my body. So, and for two, I can laugh at myself as well. So, hey, man, uh, my goal just every day, man. What people say, life is short. My goal every day is find something I can laugh at, and even if that somebody is me, you know what I'm saying. So, hey, man, people just need to get tougher skin.
yeah, yeah. I mean, shit, man. They yeah.
If
Tell
you
me,
ain't-
um,
if you're literally somebody's slave, you're literally somebody's mental slave. If they can say something and get you outside your body, you're a slave.
And the thing about it, Opulent, man, I could understand if it was something to where they were dragging them down and shitting on them and calling them all kind of crazy names. That's different. But
Yeah.
they didn't do that.
Mm. I mean, I understand what you mean, but man, like words just don't affect me, dog. Like if you don't if you ain't talking about touching me or something, like if you ain't touching me, then I don't give a fuck what you say. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say to me. That's just me. That's just how.
Speak for yourself.
Like I said, that's why I said me. That's why I
Hey,
said me.
don't think Kano the same way. Don't do it.
This is Opulent LDTV speaking for myself. You can say whatever you want about me. I don't give a fuck because I know who I am as a man, and your words ain't gonna affect me at all. I don't give a fuck. If anything, I'm gonna laugh at your ass.
Oh, they ain't gonna affect me either. They're
I'm gonna
gonna
laugh
affect
at your
them.
ass.
It's gonna affect them when I get done. That's where the effect is gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it.
But yeah, man. But just growing up clowning, man. It's
Hold up, man. Hold up. Even if they talk about your mama,
I'm not. What is my goal, dog? My goal is to stay free. I'm not. They don't know my mama. Why am I gonna move off of that? That's no, man. I ain't moving off of that. You don't know my mama. All they say that to trigger you, because most people are gonna be triggered off of that. Come on, man. I'm a man. I'm not a boy. Like, come on, man.
oh,
I gotta
hey,
if I say hey, to each his own, right? But if I say I'm a man, I gotta walk like a man. I can't. Nah, man. That's just like I said, man. That's just how I am. Like I said, I respect how anybody else is and what you move on, but I ain't moving on no words. I gotta stay free. I can't be.
well,
I can't.
it's cool. It's cool to agree to disagree, but you ain't gonna talk. Hey, they don't talk about my mama because the man gonna protect his mama.
Hey, hey, my mama don't hear that shit. She don't give a fuck. My mama, hey, protecting my mama and staying free for my mama. I ain't moving off of you. Ain't tricking me off the street by talking about my mom. You ain't. I'm sorry. So, hey.
Yeah. Like my brother said, you got all them babies to feed. I get it.
This is the thing, though, man. As brown and melanated men, it's easy to go to prison, man. It's super easy.
No,
The
I
trick, it's super easy to go to prison. The trick is to stay free. That's the real work. That's real work. Staying free. You know how many know how many bodies I should have under my belt. Come on, man. Come on, dog.
goddamn.
I'm gonna stay free by any means. But like I said, if you touch me in Florida, pew 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 pew.
What you telling me is if they touch you in Florida, you
pew,
also
pew,
put out free body piercings.
And I'm gonna laugh at it. Yeah, I'm gonna laugh and sleep well that night too.
I see Mr. Finesse in the chat, but hey, Mr. Finesse or Opulent, they ain't gonna stop me, man. Somebody talk about me or my mama. Shit, we got to go to war, bro. We got to go to war, man. Shit. Besides, man, you know, I ain't gonna say it. Never mind. I'm gonna leave that alone. Keep that off the damn internet. Go ahead, man.
Nah, but let's talk about this Ugas, man. What do you think Ugas should do? His eye, as we see him his last fight, he injured his eye again. It was shit. I turned up the echo. Nah, but his eye was super fucked up. Do you think Ugas should retire, or do you think he should continue boxing with the state of his eye? It's being said that he could lose his eyesight if he continues to fight. How do you feel about that?
He needs to retire, man. Like, look, he's made millions of dollars already. He's rich. He's well off. Hopefully, he invested some money, man, to where he can live for the rest of his life comfortably without having to ever have to lift a finger again. You know, now you're in a situation where every time you fight now, your eye is so damn sensitive that it's already messing up again. You know, and then what good is that money going to do if you do lose your sight? You know what I'm saying? So those are things he has to consider, man. I understand fighters, man. They got that itch in them that they wanna. They always feel that they want. They got that warrior mentality. They always want to continue to fight. But
Mm,
that's where his wife, since he is married, that's where his wife should step in and be like, "Look, babe, we well off and shit like that. I don't want you to lose your sight. I don't want you to risk your health no more. You know you've laid it out all on the line and shit for so many years already, man. And look where
mm,
we are now. There's no need to risk your health, your eyesight, you know, any of that stuff, man. Like it's no point. And he should hold his head high in retirement because he's done a lot. He's done a lot, man. I know he might have not been undisputed but man, look, he's accomplished a lot in the sport of boxing, man. And that's not easy to do in the sport of boxing, what he has done. So he has nothing to be ashamed of. He should be proud of what he did, but he needs to do like what I said about Jose Pedraza. They need to hang it up after this, you know. And in Ugas's case, he does not need to take another fight.
right. I agree with you, big bro. Like he's made plenty of money. At this point, it will just be greed, I feel. But ultimately, it is his decision. I respect it tenfold if he wants to fight. He has to live with the results. I don't have to live with his results. It's his eye, not mine. You know what I'm saying? But I would love for him to be able to still see. I know he has a child. I would love for him to be able to just continue to see his child
Mhm.
grow with his own eyes, you know? So I would love that for him, but if he choose, I mean, it's an easy game plan for him now. Super easy. All you got to do is just target that eye. It's gonna swell.
Yep, yep.
It's super easy. Like he's an easy dub. He's an easy dub right now.
Hey, you
But
know, it's a shame that his eye that happened to his eye, man, because the guy could actually box his ass off,
yeah,
man.
he can back.
But you know, like Picasso said, he need to retire and go learn English somewhere or something.
That's fucked up.
You know,
Blessings, Quee. What's up?
about it, man. He's a public speaker for Cuba. You know, in defense of Cuba. Think about if he did learn English and spoke on the topic and fought for the rights in Cuba in English and in Spanish and can reach a bigger audience. You know, that would be something that would be better for him, don't you think? If he did learn English?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's funny. He lives in Miami. I don't know why the hell he don't know. Yeah. Hold on, I
Because
meant
it's Miami and everybody's bilingual damn near. You gonna be
they
able
are.
to whoever you want over there.
My wife, I mean, she said, "Why we bodying everyone today?" She's-
I
but
didn't
nah,
see.
before we get out of here, I just wanna be clear on why I'm so adamant on staying free, man. My OG did 23 years, right? I've never done one day in prison in my life, but when you're so close to somebody that's doing 23 years in prison, you're almost living it in a sense of when you go to visit them and those visiting doors close, that shit you really feel what it really is. Like you can't just you ain't running through none of them still fucking doors. You know what I'm saying? And just going through that whole journey and shit. Like it's of course I wasn't physically in there, but it's a mental game as well. So I definitely not gonna sit up here and say that I did any time with them, but you do the family does the time. If the family is sticking along with the inmate, we do the time with the loved one. You know what I'm saying? So I know what it is in prison clearly, and I'm gonna stay fucking free. I'm gonna stay fucking free. So I like I said when I really mean that. You know, if I gotta put you down, then hey, I'm gonna put you down. But by any means, I'm gonna want to walk away and be peaceful. That's my thing.
But you know the hardest thing for me when I got locked up, man, the no
Mm.
smoking.
They had no smoking in yours?
Oh,
Word?
yeah, no smoking, man. I'ma tell you what saved me though, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you what saved me, man. That I always, you
Mm,
know, never mind, man. I don't need to get into that, man. But I do appreciate my older brother because that motherfucker has got me out so many goddamn times.
mm.
You know, but yeah, the no smoking, man. Other than that, man, I ain't want that shit.
Yeah, OG was in maximum security, uh, like an hour of fucking what is that, rec, shit like that. and then move it around. I remember we went to Kansas City. Man, shit, that's a fuck all that. But yeah, man, blessings to everybody that made it out of prison who did their time and they free and shit. But ain't shit cool. That's like I said, that's legal slavery right there. It is, and I ain't nobody's fucking slave. Let me just
And you
say
know
that.
what worse? You know what made it worse?
What?
I felt the army was worse than that.
Oh, word?
Yeah, bro. Man, don't
You
get
know
me
what?
started on the
You know
military.
what? I kind of you know what? I kind of believe. I kind of believe it. I kind of
Man,
believe it.
damn army, bro. That motherfucker. Now that was legalized slavery, bro. I was so, boy, I'll tell you. Woo, bro. Lock me up before you put me in the goddamn army. Lock me up instead. You feel me, man? God damn, bro. Nah, bro. That shit was. I mean, I don't want to do any of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do any of them ever again. But if I had the choice, I'm gonna tell you how bad the army was. You gave me the choice and said, "Hey, man, do you want to do 10 in prison or do you want to do 10 in the army?" I said, "Give me that prison term, goddamn it."
Damn.
Give me that prison. At least over there, I was playing spades and dominoes and you know what I'm saying? Like shit. Goddamn army, bro. I was like, I felt like, nah, bro. Nah, y'all can have the army, man. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I don't know if I told you, I almost joined the Marines, but the level of this dude's thirst to get me signed up turned me off. I'm like, man, hell fucking no. And then what is the movie Toy Soldiers came out? And I'm like, man, that's everybody's a fucking toy soldier. You literally a human toy soldier. Fuck that.
Well, you know, man, maybe it ain't as bad now. I don't know.
Oh, it's still fucked up.
You know, I'm an OG, you know, in the back in them days, that shit wasn't like, ain't like it is now. You know what I'm saying? So maybe they got it going on now. I don't know. I can't speak for the new generation, but I can tell you that old army wasn't shit to play with.
Mm. See, this is my thing. I think I would have to do army. I can't be around that many dudes like that. I just can't. I don't like being around dudes like that. In all honesty, like for a little while, a couple hours or something. But to just have an all right sausage party, that just ain't in me to do those. I dip out on sausage parties.
Listen, man, let me clear stuff up. Let me clear. Maybe it was different for me because the times that I did get locked up, I was getting locked up with my own people.
Okay.
It felt like we was. I ain't gonna lie, it felt like we was on the block. Yeah, there were rules and shit. There was shit you had to follow. Yeah, you had to turn the lights out at a certain time. All that, but I was always with people from the block.
Mm.
You know, not that it's a good place to be. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, I get you.
I compare that to the army. Give me that. So, plus all I had to do was call my brother, when I hear.
Hey, put me wherever I ain't got to look at dudes all day. And when I think of prison, there's dudes all day. Fuck all that.
Man, so was the army when I was in shit. So was the army when I was there.
I mean, now it's more, isn't it? Now it's like more like kind of co-ed type shit. More.
Yeah. But see, I was in the all-male unit.
Okay, all right. See, kind of was back there when it was the Full Metal Jacket days and shit. Full Metal Jacket.
I was like, God damn, bro. I said, I left this to come to this. Holy shit, bro. I think I made the wrong choice. That's how I felt, bro. I swear to God, that's how I felt. I know people are not going to be able to relate to that unless you was in back then. Like I said, now they're probably soft marshmallows and whatever it is they calling them now. Yeah, that shit back then. I'm gonna tell you something, man. And I may bring one of my friends on one of these days if I can get them to settle down enough to get on a live. I have a friend that was in the army.
Do that.
And I swear to God, he'll tell you I didn't listen to now one of the motherfuckers, bro. I was spiteful. I would talk back. I didn't give a fuck if you was the base command sergeant major or general. I did not give a fuck. If you disrespected me, I'm disrespecting you back. How the fuck I didn't get kicked out, I don't know.
That's crazy.
And if I ever get him on here, he will tell you all this shit. He'll say, hey. He told my son. He said, you're not going to be able to do what your dad did. Your daddy was off the chain with that shit. How he made it through, I don't know. But yeah, man. Nah, man, because I mean, I didn't care, Opulent. Like, you know, the way I reacted was because I didn't care. Kick me out. I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I'll whoop your ass all over this goddamn. I don't care. Yeah, that's how it was, man. And I'm telling you, if I ever get him on here, man, Stephen Bright is his name, man. He is on my friends list on Facebook. He's
yeah, you got to do that. You got to do that.
I gotta bring him on one of these days, man.
You see Mr. Finesse using Soldier Story.
Yeah, man. Listen, bro. My older brother was in on that same, you know, same time frame as well. So he relates to what I'm talking about. He knows. And I just, man, look, I don't want it to be taken the wrong way. Neither one of them is the place to be. Neither one of them. I prefer to be free right where I'm at. I was just giving you a analogy and an example that if I had to choose between that and this, I'm going with the jail time, bro. I'm going lock me up.
I respect it. I'm going with whatever the army shit is. I can do that. Yeah, I ain't doing no fucking prison time. Fuck all
You'd have been
that.
going through it back then. You would have understood what I was saying.
Okay.
They controlled your life back then.
They do the same shit in prison though.
Free is for me too, Mr. Finesse. But if you have those two options only, free is not an option.
We said one of my uncles still in the Marines after 43. God damn.
Let me tell you what the military do, bro. Let me tell you what they do. This didn't happen to me at all, but I've seen it happen to other soldiers, right? I don't know how it is now. I don't know how it is now. I'm speaking from my time back then, way back when it was black and white TV type of shit, okay?
God damn.
So, all right. A soldier could miss a payment on a car or miss payment on rent, right? Something simple like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what the Army do? They give him an Article 15 and take half a month's pay away.
Oh, really?
For punishment. Now, listen to what I just said. They put him on Article 15, which is extra duty, and you lose half a month's pay. Now, if he couldn't pay it last month, you taking half a month's pay off of him. How the fuck is he paying it this next month? You see what I'm saying? And the cycle continues. You see what I'm saying?
I have a rebuttal for that one, right?
You gotta go to work like everybody else, but after everybody's off duty, you gotta stay. And you gotta damn mop floors and use the buffer to side the floor. That's what you're doing the rest of the night. Plus, you lost half your pay. Huh?
I got a rebuttal, right?
That's just the minority of it. If your child gets kicked out of school or gets in trouble, you're being brought into the first sergeant's office. Guess who's getting Article 15 for it? You.
Damn.
If your wife bounce a check, guess who's getting in there? You. You, and you. You're paying for everything. Everything. And I could go on and on and on and on. I'm just giving you a brief overlook on just a little bit of the shit that can happen, okay? That's worse than prison.
See me just staring at dudes all day. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'd rather deal with that. See, I just give me the Geo Metro. You know, what it'd be like $100 a month. Keep me free in the army or some shit. I can't do that. I can't. Yeah, I can't.
Explain to you what happens though, Opulent, man. Sometimes it ain't in your control. Sometimes you can be frugal with your money, man. And then you go out to the field. You go out to the field for a month or two. The wife is the only one home. Guess what she's doing?
Spending.
You're not even aware of it.
Oh, yeah.
By the time you get home, everything then went to hell and you're fucked. She's off the hook, but your ass ain't.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying? And forbid you went overseas to go to war. for that long period of time, 6 months at a time, 6 months at minimum, right? Over there fighting a war, shooting and getting shot at. She back home with Jody spending your money.
Jody.
And then when you get home,
eating snacks.
And then when you get home, shit, if she don't know you're coming home, you might fuck around and walk in the door. That motherfucker laying in your bed with your bitch.
With your robe on, huh?
And your money gone from the account. Empty. And guess who getting in trouble for it? You are. You are. You already fucked as it is. And now they're going to take half your pay for the shit. And you got to work overtime.
Nico said chose the wrong wife.
My older brother was in the military as well. So he knows what I am telling you is 1,000% correct the way it was back then. 1,000%. I'm not capping on none of it. None of it. Why do you hear that a lot of these soldiers end up committing suicide, bro? I done seen motherfuckers tie the goddamn buffer cable around their neck, throw the buffer over the side, man, and hang themselves.
Damn.
Seen it. Seen folks killing their wives. Seen them kill themselves. And Lord forbid, if you was ever at Fort Hood, back then, Fort Hood, shit, was a gang infested. And that's a military post. Ask about it. Damn. Go research it. Think if I'm lying.
Yo, isn't there a documentary on there? I feel like I seen it. Fort Hood. I feel like
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, man. Like, listen, bro, I've been locked up before. That's why it's easy for me to tell you the choice I will make. You know, I'd rather be free like you and Mr. Finesse and everybody else in the chat has said, okay? And I'd rather be free. But if that wasn't the option and those were the only two options, I'm telling you where I'm going. Lock me up. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Queequee know what I'm talking about. She live in Texas. Killeen, Texas is the city right outside of Fort Hood. And Fort Hood is one of the largest bases, army bases in the world.
So answer this question for me. What was your favorite prison meal?
Man, there wasn't one. I ain't gonna lie, the eating ain't good in there unless you got canteen, bro. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got canteen, bro.
Okay,
man.
let me say this to you then. What is something that you got from canteen that you like overvalued in there? Like it was the shit.
Man, them honey buns, bro.
The honey buns? Okay.
Oh, that's an easy one. Them honey buns, bro. Straight up. Anyway, bro, we don't win it to overtime, but go ahead, man.
Oh man. First show of 2024, man. We truly appreciate everybody that came through. Oh, hey, there's Ack right there. What up, Ack? What up?
Yeah, well, salute to Ack Reach, man.
But yeah, we truly appreciate y'all coming through. If you ain't heard the intro, man.
Hey, sister-in-law, yeah, that was a long silence because man, ain't none of that shit was good. I can't even cap. I know the food wasn't no good, okay? I know the way. Go ahead, Opulent. I'm sorry, man. I'm over here fucking up the show.
Oh man. But yeah, man, if you ain't heard the intro, man, go back and listen to the intro, man. Basically,
edit that shit now. God damn.
Oh, you already? Oh, well, go to my channel and listen to the intro, man. Listen to the intro.
I'm reading that shit.
We painting a picture for 2024. We about shining and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And stay in your pivot, man. Stop letting people get you out your body. That should be the main goal for 2024. Take care of your kids. You know.
I think I said too much today, didn't I?
No, you didn't. You did great.
Too much.
Hey, you did great. You're authentic. You're being yourself, and I appreciate it. I love it. You know, you didn't say too much.
Mm. By the way, shout out to my brother. That motherfucker bailed me out more times than anybody in the world. That motherfucker was always A plus when it came to that shit, bro. Whew. Shout out to the older brother E Ortiz.
Oh,
man.
E Ortiz. You had E Ortiz.
All right there. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
you had hold on. You had E Ortiz eating ramen noodles to get you out.
Oh man, come on, bro, man. Come on, man.
No, I gotta get at his ass because he be going in on me in the chat.
I'm surprised he would answer them phone calls from there. You know what I'm saying? Like he already know what it is. Mm-hmm. It's 2 or 3 in the morning. And I'm calling them from that fucking phone in there. Ah, shit. Let me go bail this motherfucker out again.
He's like, I know Connell started it, but I'm gonna answer the phone anyway. I'm gonna get him out anyway. But yeah, man. We truly appreciate y'all coming through, and we appreciate the genuine love, man. We'll see y'all next Thursday, right?
Yeah,
next Thursday.
Don't bring no corny ass motherfucking music in the intro again either.
Man, that's a banger. What are you talking about? That's a banger, man. Hey,
I gotta fucking edit my damn shit now. Once we
get hold on. That's Big Crit. You better put some respect on Big Crit. Straight out of Mississippi. He's that's Shelton's neighbor. What you talking? That's Big Crit though. Big Crit always been some real shit going the real. Like I said, he always had some great messaging. Like I said, the song and the intro is about shine and the shit like that. Like, don't let nobody dim your shine. So, like I said, I wanted to paint the picture for 2024 for everybody. I expect great blessings for me and my family, and I expect great blessings for you and your family. Any one of y'all that genuinely fuck with us. So, we'll see y'all next Thursday. Love y'all, man. We out. See, I can't leave because my mouse.
God,
all right, y'all. We'll see y'all next Thursday.
Mouse and shit. Does anything work properly?
It was working. All right. Peace, y'all.